The light goes on as Decoration goes in. Our Norman keen to jump. Racing. Our Norman away first. Also quickly into stride on the outside. Grand Reserve's going to go up and have a sniff for the lead from Bellini Miss. Cobb & Co. Decoration going forward. Here's Rockin' Wonder. And now putting the foot on the accelerator. Rockin' Wonder's going to burn them off and quickly around the outside. Going forward. Fly with Caution is going to camp right over the speed, which has been ramped up now as they go into the back straight. Further back in the field, Beats of War, Royal Toronado and Odinaka. And last of all is Arcadia Knight. They suddenly started to string right out as Rockin' Wonder clapped the pace on to the Riverside, going by the 1200. Rockin' Wonder a length and a half to 2. Fly with Caution's going to sit off and stalk a length and a half behind those. Decoration. Our Norman the inside is next. Grand Reserve is fifth. 1.5 away then is Bellini Miss, passed around the outside by Beats of War, going up 3 wide. Further back on the rails, Odinaka back with Cobb & Co. Royal Toronado, and seeing them all, Arcadia Knight, but Rockin' Wonder is going to really test them. They go past the 750. Rockin' Wonder by a length on Fly with Caution, given a little more rain by Campbell to come out after the leader, and now puts the pressure on, so the sparks are flying. Decoration third, Beats of War fourth, but covering ground ahead of Our Norman. Followed further back, Grand Reserve, Bellini Miss, trying to work into it with Cobb & Co. Well off them, Royal Toronado and Odinaka, and Arcadia Knight on the outside. Fly with Caution. Rockin' Wonder comes back. They're having a battle royale now on the outside. Fly with Caution takes the lead. Further 2 lengths, Decoration. Here comes Royal Toronado. It's starting to steamroll right down the outside. Royal Toronado coming at Fly with Caution. Royal Toronado reaches the lead. A brilliant win by Royal Toronado. Royal Toronado cut Fly with Caution down, and Bellini Miss in the middle. It'll be close for second. From last, Arcadia Knight, then Decoration. Rockin' Wonder gave plenty of cheek. Then came Our Norman, Odinaka. Cobb & Co. next home. Grand Reserve. And last is Beats of War. Royal Toronado, Willie Pike, cutting loose with a fast finishing run down the middle of the course underneath of Pike. Royal Toronado had been knocking on the door, and today the door opens and he's welcomed back into the winners list, beating Fly with Caution, holding second in front of Bellini Miss and Arcadia Knight from last. Royal Toronado, so close for Peter Walsh and Amelia's Jewel in that previous race at Flemington today. Royal Toronado goes one step further, trained by Grant and Delana Williams. Willie Pike aboard for Peter Walsh. Also the Landing Party Syndicate, Mrs. J. Delmenico, Ken Whitaker, David Law, M. Ferrero, Adrian Harrod, and Mrs. J. Evans. The Cedar Nillis Group, the Double Fault Racing Syndicate, A. Smith, A. Wright, S. Martin, and M.J. Izzet. Scoring by a half a length in a very fast run 1800, where they've clocked 149.92, running home in 35.79. A long neck second and third. The runner-up, Fly with Caution, who hunted that speed and put the pressure on Rockin' Wonder before the home corner. Luke Campbell and Robbie Whitten, the Galar Gelding, holding form. And back there third home is number 8, Bellini Miss, also getting very close to a city win by Gibellines from Broadway Miss, prepared by S.J. Miller and ridden by Brad Parnham. The numbers are 7, 1, 8 and 10 here after the fourth on the card. Going to race 5, the Salanga Turf Club Trophy over the 1,000 metres. Number 5 comes out, Capray Omnia. Lockie Taylor is now about to join us in the yard, and Royal Toronado absolutely surging in the last furlong of the race to get home and win in the final couple of strides.
Absolutely, Darren. He was powerful, wasn't he? Royal Toronado over the concluding stages. Stable foreman for Grant Alana Williams, Jazz McAuliffe, joins me now. Jazz, that's some win. He was off the bridle at around the 800 metre mark, but as the race continued on, he just continued to find.
Yeah, look, that was a super run by him. We thought the distance would suit him, and yeah, that run home was awesome.
Today, he was out to 1,800 metres, but with the way he found the line, do you feel like Grant Alana looked to step him out in trip even further now?
Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. I guess they'll look at how he pulls up from this one and see where we go from there.
Speaking of Grant Alana, we know they're at Flemington with Alsafina. What did you make of her effort in the Empire Rose?
Look, I thought it was a good run. I mean, a fourth in a Group 1 is always a good effort, especially up against big horses in Melbourne.
Big race later today, Yonga Lass. She's first up in the Asian Bow. How's she behind the scenes?
Look, she's doing really well. She's definitely feeling like she normally does, kicking the walls and carrying on like she does, making a scene. So it would be good to see her back out there.
It's a good sign early days. Good luck for the remainder of the day and well done here.
Thank you.
There's Jazz McAuliffe after the win of Royal Toronado. One of the best backed runners on today's program. Punters were very, very keen on this galloper's chances, seeing a Pike back aboard, and Pike did what Pike does and duly saluted.
Certainly did. Lockie went up $4.80 Thursday morning, so those early birds definitely got the worm there. 7, 1, 8 and 10, but of course with Willie going on off the 7 days, he was probably always destined to be popular in betting. He had a really good effort last week when they dropped him back in distance to the mile, but the 1800 today, key to his success, and off the back of that, you would say that he's probably going to step out further with more success as well. Willie Pike's weighed in, and we'll get a word from him after the victory of Royal Toronado. Pikey, can we start with the obvious? How's the foot?
Sorry?
Can we start with the obvious? How's your foot feeling?
Actually, just surprisingly really good. Obviously got off my rides Wednesday. I got crushed in the barriers. Felt a whole lot worse when I seen 3 of my other rides win, so I thought, oh, I better suck it up and get back out there.
And this is not a bad way to return, because that's exactly what we like to see at Ascot, when they can sweep down the outside.
Yeah, it's extremely hard to get into the race today. The tracks, I don't know, there's just not much flow out there. I've had a couple now. They like to finish off late, but just standing them such a huge start, it's a very daunting task.
This horse was off the 7 days out to 1800 metres, needed every inch of that.
Yeah, he did, and as I said, that's mostly because he just was not really in contention at the top of the straight, so he's done a great job to get himself in contention and then have enough to win the race still.
I'd love to ask you another question, but these connections want their 17th photo, so I'll let you go.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
There's Willie Pike combining with Grant Alana Williams and Royal Toronado to take out the Drummond Golf Handicap, the 4th here at Ascot. On the other side of the break, we'll be back to take a look at the 3rd at Kalgoorlie.